What we were saying earlier on about when you're out on the circuit in these conditions with understeer, you see if the car's pushing at the front end and you've got steering lock on, if the car's pushing at the front end, it'll never spin. So it gives you more confidence to get on the throttle. The only thing is, what you've got to do is remember to get the steering off at the right point. Yeah. Because otherwise, what can happen? You can fall into 3 traps with powered understeer in the wet. The first thing is you feel it understeering, so you think, well, I'll put a bit more on, which makes it, you know, obviously a lot worse. Whereas what you want is sort of a balanced power understeer, which of course the Renault does really well. The other problem that you can do is that you can come off the throttle with understeer, and then the vehicle slows down, and finally grips. And then when it grips very suddenly and wants to swap round. Or you can have a situation where you hold on to it too long, and the car's now wanting to go in a straight line, and when it finally, and you're holding onto the steering that bit too long, and then again it grips and it shoots you off that way. So the idea is to get a little bit of understeer mid-corner, so that you're getting onto the throttle, but as you come to the exit of the corner, then you're making sure you roll it off. So, because as I say, you know it's not going to spin on you when it's understeering. Whereas when it's neutral, you don't know whether it's just going to step. You're seeing some really good driving out there because people are sitting down, they're being sensible about it, they're thinking about it, and you'll learn more on today than you'll learn in 2-3 dry track days. Because on a dry track day you can get away with things, you know what I mean? You can make a mistake and get away with it, whereas of course in these conditions you don't. I mean, when I'm racing in the wet, you know, people say to me, oh, you must pray for the wet because you go well in the wet and you really enjoy it and all the rest of it, and I've won a lot of races in the wet, but you know, I know I'm nearer the edge, I know it's easier for me to make a mistake. tyres as well.
Sorry.
It's alright. So you just need to use all of the track up, nice, and make sure you use all of it up. Turn. All the way to the outside. Don't go by, you're alright. Still on the blend line, so that's good.
Rather busy this session.
Yeah.
Trying to make some space.
See where that seam is, so you put your left hand wheels where all the weight is on that dry seam. Extremely well. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, there's a guy who used to work for Johnny years ago, and he's flapping around, you know,